Good morning, boys and girls. Happy Monday. We are talking about precepts and pennants. Precepts are those words of wisdom. Pennants are those things that hang on a wall. They kind of look like banners, but you are designing 3 different pennants that have words of wisdom on them. Now, in the example that we can see on the screen, or that we did look at or will look at, you're going to notice that there's the words of wisdom using different fonts, and there is a layout. So we are going to use guidelines, and we remember that from our graffiti writing. But first, you need to come up with what your words of wisdom will be. So you can think about words of wisdom that your grandma tells you, mom and dad, aunt and uncle. You know, everyone's kind of got their sayings that they like to share with you. If you can think of one of those, that's a great place to start. But if not, you can always go to your computer, or actually you guys got your Chromebooks. You can go and you can type in words of wisdom. Look at that, it's down there at the bottom. Boom, boom, boom. You could also type in proverbs or like words to live by or powerful sayings, you know, and then we start to get some motivational quotes. Some posters might be good to look at. If you click on images, you could find some things that you might really vibe with. You could even look at song lyrics. I know that some song lyrics can be encouraging and inspiring, but I'm gonna just get you started here. After you pick your words of wisdom, I want you to write them at the top of your page. And my grandma used to always say, it'll all be gone, or better, by the time you're married. And she used to say this to me as a kid whenever I get hurt or if something bad was going on. And she would tell me that to just help me keep things in perspective, you know, not be too fixed on what's happening right now, but also see the bigger picture in life. You know, time passes and you'll forget about all the little stuff along the way that maybe didn't matter so much. So what you're going to want to do is create some guidelines, and I want to be able to fit the whole phrase in here. So maybe I'll do, it'll all be gone by the time you're married. So I'm going to decide how my words are going to fill in this precept, and I'd like to keep it even. So here are my guidelines. I'm going to erase them later. I traced this pennant and I picked a different shape. I've got like 4 different shapes you could choose from. You need to create 3 of these. This is my first of 3. So I could think about, you know, how I want my words to fit in there, and I actually think it'll all be better. It'll all be better by the time you're married. So I need to decide what's going to go where. Maybe it'll all be better by the time you're married. All right. So that's kind of a longer one. So I can start filling in my font. And don't spend a ton of time on this. I know some of you are really good at writing out fonts from a graffiti writing task, and some of you it takes some more time. Just get some quick, easy bubble letters on the page, because I want you to design the layout, and when we make the final version of this, you're going to have lots of different tools and materials to use, but get your lettering out there, and then I want you to think, so lettering, number 1, and then think of any illustrations or designs you can add. And since this is going to be really filled up, maybe I'm going to be able to fit a design in on top of the lettering around it. Maybe I could put like a diamond ring that like wraps around maybe the whole pennant. But that would be number 2 after I get my lettering in. And then 3 is add color. Think about what kind of color schemes you want to use. You know, do you want your pennant to be gold and blue and kind of have this like wedding kind of aesthetic to it? You get to decide, but you're going to design 3 of these, and then we're going to turn them into the real thing on chipboard and use all sorts of different materials. We can even cut out letters and pictures from magazines and collage it on, but I need you to start by just getting a basic plan with your guidelines. Space out the lettering as you like it, add illustration or design as you want, but you should add one or both of those things, and add color. You want this to be something that people want to look at. Good luck.